Hello, welcome to Randall and Associates. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Stephen Randall, owner and operator. I assume you're here for the position, correct? Hell yes, it's open. I can begin the interview if you're ready. I only have one question. Are you willing to kill people for money? Yes or no? That's good, but I need to be upfront with you. You'll be pursuing high-risk bounties. Many of the targets are extremely dangerous. But with the high stakes comes increased rewards. There's cash for every bounty, and increased payment as you complete more contracts. There's quick money in bounties, but you can rapidly make a name for yourself, and a lot of people will be looking for payback. So, what's your decision? Are you still ready to pursue the bounties? Your first target is Tom Quigley, a former NCR Ranger who's rumored to be the best marksman in the Mojave. Apparently he contracted syphilis and steadily lost his fucking mind. Despite his abilities with a rifle, he was drummed out of the Rangers. He eventually turned to banditry and murder, taking great pleasure in sniping Brahmin caravans from afar. Quigley's crazy, but he's still damn lethal. He's usually camped out in the hills west of the old Poseidon gas station. Any questions? That's for me to know and you to find out. Any other questions? Good. Bring back Quigley's trigger finger as proof and you'll get the bounty. Just don't get killed out there.
Watch out, courier. There are dogs approaching. Your bounty target is in the distance, fighting geckos.
Hey there, have you killed Quigley yet? I'll take that finger. Here's your reward. Plenty of bounties left, so come back when you're ready to put in more work. You ready for the next bounty, kid? Last week, a caravan was waylaid north of town, but it's still a mystery who was behind the attack. One of the guards survived with a leg injury, but by all accounts he's a drunken ass. His name is Chesty, and he spends his days at the bar in Boulder City. Find this guy and try to figure out what happened. Our client is offering 500 caps for the apprehension or termination of the attacker, provided we get definitive proof. Good luck.
Hey!
What? Can you buy me a drink?
Just one drink.
Well, there was a big fucking explosion, and I got covered in Brahmin guts. Mike was shot to shit, but he managed to get one of them. It wasn't raiders like I'm used to. It was a couple of old guys in weird uniforms. It was at this intersection, here.
It looks as though these idiots have gone to raid a Brotherhood safe house.
Hey there, is the convoy attacker dead? Good, here's your reward. Don't spend it all in one place. Come back when you're ready for the next job. Someone is always in need of killing. You ready for another job? What are you, some kind of psychopath? Look, we collect fingers because it's a quick and efficient way to provide proof of death. I'm not building some crazy finger necklace or anything. I learned it from a man I encountered in my younger days. He found me after Marco had cut me to shreds since he was on that bastard's trail. His name was Marshall Cooper, and he was the bravest lawman and bounty hunter I ever encountered. I saw him kill 3 raiders single-handedly with a fucking fork. I wouldn't believe that shit if I hadn't watched him do it. I don't know much about him, except he came from Virginia or Maryland somewhere. He was some kind of high-ranking regulator. Anyway, he saved my life several times, and he taught me everything I know. We parted ways years ago. He had unfinished business back east. After that, I came out west, looking to join up with the first crew that would hire me. Anyway, that's enough of fucking story time with Uncle Steven. Are you ready to work or not? That's what I like to hear. Our client is offering 1,000 caps for this next target, and after hearing about her misdeeds, I understand why. The bounty is on a fiend named Eileen. She's a vicious twat with a reputation for castrating male victims and consuming their flesh. Suffice to say, her activities are detrimental to troop morale. The payout is big on this one, so bury that sick bitch and head back.
You made quite the mess there, Courier.
Hey there, did you kill Eileen? Good. I think every member of the male species is sleeping a little easier with that bitch dead. You ready to work? Good. This next bastard has it coming. His name is Cullen, and he's the new leader of the Jackals. For years, the NCR has kicked the shit out of the Jackals. Since the Republic is occupied with Caesar, the Raiders are recuperating. Even the sorry-ass Jackals are getting back on their feet, thanks to the charismatic Mr. Cullen. He's been responsible for numerous attacks on the roads south of Vegas, and he's developed a reputation for brutality and cunning. In short, his attacks are bad for business, so certain people want him removed. He's hiding out at that old police station south of town. Good luck.
You've done us a great deal of work. We've left you a new suit of Tesla power armor for you in a crate in your room. Thank you, Courier.
Aha!
Who the fuck are you? You're gonna be collecting your ass! Nobody fucks with the Jackals!
Collecting another one of my bounties, eh? You're taking a bite out of my income, kid. I want my hands right now, or it's your ass. Fork it over right now. 1,000 caps. Well, you've got some fight in you. If that's how you want it, fine.
Hey there, is Cullen dead? Outstanding job. Come back when you're ready for work.
I've got another bounty if you're ready to work.
The most dangerous? I'd have to think about that. There's tons of men that were plenty mean, and more than a few were just crazy. But dangerous? I'd have to go with Doc Friday. Old Doc isn't your typical doctor. I hear he was an orthodontist before the war, whatever the fuck that is. Doc's a ghoul gunslinger, and I'm speaking about him in the present tense because he's almost certainly still alive. Years ago, a bounty came up on Doc because he had shot an actor in the testicles. I never liked actors, so I decided to give Doc a chance and explain his side of the story. He was quite affable, despite being a ghoul. So many of them are self-pitying pissants, but Doc never whined. He just treated everyone with courtesy. We talked it over, and he was so damn likable, I agreed to settle his bounty on a game of cards. Sure enough, that slick bastard took me for everything, so I let him go. I'm glad I did, because later I heard about his reputation. Despite his polite nature, old Doc is the fastest goddamn pistol in the region, maybe in the whole fucking continent. I heard he once smoked an entire squad of legionaries that tried to arrest him for drug smuggling. He wiped them out in seconds, supposedly. He still drifts from here to there, always with that ghoul whore at his side. No-Face Kate was her name, I think. If you ever encounter him, I'd advise you to return his courtesy. Shit, I got distracted again. Are we gonna work or not, damn it? Good. This next bounty has a fine payoff. Target is Tony, Idaho, a young man who's shaken up the drug trade in the Mojave. He's been able to put more dope on the market at cheaper rates than all his competitors, including the cons, who are not too pleased. You're definitely getting a reputation. The client asked for you by name. They want Tony to bite the dust immediately. Good luck.
What in the name of fuck are you doing in here? You what? Oh, you won't leave here alive, bitch.
Meet my little friend.
Is Tony dead yet? Outstanding work. Take a break, kid. You've earned it. I've got another bounty lined up if you're ready. Alright, your target is Tommy, a hot-headed wise guy associated with the Omertas. Tommy was always quick to throw down, but the other night he got worked up after some guy cracked a joke about his shoes. Can you imagine? Anyway, Tommy whipped out his pistol and capped this fella, right there outside the casino. As it turns out, this guy was sort of connected, so to speak. In short, Tommy fucked up, and now he's got to pay. My contact says that Tommy is probably hiding out at the old Tumbleweed Ranch. They say he's jumpy as shit and prone to shoot anything that comes through the door, so be careful. Good luck, kid. Hey there, did you kill Tommy or what? Terrific work, kid. Here's a bonus. Come back when you're ready for more work. Back already? Did you blow all the caps gambling, or was it the hookers? It doesn't matter so long as you're able to work. Are you up for the next job? Some way, somehow, a collection of bums, junkies and lowlifes managed to scrape together 500 caps for this next bounty. The bounty is on some rich kid named Alex. From time to time, little Alex enjoys terrorizing the less fortunate members of Freeside. This seems like a waste of time, but business is business, and they've already shelled out the caps. Their head honcho is some bum named Jasper. You can find him at Freeside.
My head ringing. It hurts. Wait, you're the bounty hunter, right? Thank God you're here. Alex and his boys. They heard me and Ben got the money together. And so they kicked the shit out of me and dragged him into the alley. Ben never hurt nobody, but I reckon they killed him. That's what they do sometimes, just for a laugh, those sons of bitches. Damn, you're not fucking around, are you? I was kinda doubtful, but you're gonna kill those assholes. I'm glad you're here. But either way, I'm not sticking around. Good luck.
Watch out!
To what do I owe the extreme pleasure of this surprising visit? I could never stand to see a filthy, dirty old drunkie howling away at the filthy songs of his fathers. Gunfights be damned. Come and get one in the yarbles, if you have any yarbles.
Hey! Had it now? I'm hit! I'm hit!
So, is Alex dead yet? Good. Here's a reward, whether you want it or not. I'm getting some very interesting contracts. Come back when you're ready to pursue them. I've got more contracts if you're ready to go. Alright, this next job is in Novac. Over the past few weeks, someone or something has snatched up several children from the town. The abductions always take place at night, and so far there's only one witness, and he's far from credible. His name is Ricky. He's a jet fiend who wanders around Novac doing odd jobs, but is generally regarded as a shiftless buffoon. Nonetheless, dumbass Ricky is the only lead we have right now. See if you can pry some information out of him. The citizens of Novac are just about panicked over this, so get out there and bag the creep responsible.
Hey man, what's happening? It was dark. I can't remember. Shit, alright man, okay. This guy had some kind of knife on his fingers. He just grabbed one and took him. I think he went out the west side of town. Please, just leave me alone.
I see you found Thomas. I'm afraid he was unwilling to accept the truth. His death was a necessity. I assume you must be some manner of hired gun. Are you here to enact justice? What would a smooth skin like you know about justice? While they were obstinate at first, they came to see the light. and they'll be happy to make your acquaintance. Freddy's coming for you.
Hey, did you find out who took the children? Outstanding job. I hate zombies, particularly one that's a self-righteous child killer. Here's a bonus for killing that freak. There's another contract ready, and it pays well, my friend. Ready to get after it? Good. This is another investigation, and our client is willing to cough up mucho dinero to see this thing resolved. Folks have been disappearing on the road south to the Mojave outpost. For the longest time, people attributed it to the rad scorpions, but our client is beginning to suspect human involvement. The abductions are strange. There is little theft of property and never any ransom notice. Several of the missing wastelanders mentioned their search for a reputed oasis in the Mojave, which is pure horseshit. In all likelihood, these are probably just natural casualties of the wasteland. Regardless, our client wants results. Good luck.
This note points to the west of here.
Hello, traveler. Welcome to my humble abode. Please help yourself to the food. You must be famished. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr. Mago, at your service. I'm doing this because I've suffered the unforgiving trials of the waste. I have felt terrible, crippling hunger that pushes a man beyond reason. I discovered this shelter in one of my countless peregrinations, and in the course of time I've set out to create an oasis of philanthropy. I hope you enjoy the rest, friend. What can I do for you? You've been an exceedingly amicable guest, but I'm afraid I cannot meet your request. I have other plans, you see.
Gas incoming courier.
Ah, you're awake. You're even more vigorous than I had anticipated. Very good. Ooh, lively, very lively. Get in some exercise, but please don't strain yourself. It can alter the flavor of the meat, making it unsavory. Now just behave yourself a few minutes. I'll return shortly.
Did you find out who's behind the disappearances? Kidnapping cannibal, you say? Shit, that's a surprise. Most of the cannibals around here have been put out of business by the NCR. Anyway, here's your reward. Excellent work. I've got a lucrative bounty if you're ready for work. How about it? That's not offensive. Someone putting a 12 gauge up your ass and pulling the trigger, now that's offensive. I once saw a zombie do that to one of my friends, so it left a strong impression. Don't get me wrong, I've met some square ghouls like Doc Friday and... well, let me think. I'm sure there are others. I'll get back to that. Anyway, the incident I'm referencing happened over 10 years ago. Me and my partner James were tracking a bounty in New Mexico. We were unfamiliar with the territory, and eventually some ghouls got the jump on us. I was wounded, and James was green, so it went bad. They were a collection of ghoul fanatics from some reservation, and they took us captive after the firefight. Their leader was a ghoul named Phillips. Ray Phillips, that's it. I think he had relatives back east. Anyway, old Ray took special pride in making us smooth-skinned suffer. He said he would use the 5 pains method on us. He started with James, cutting off his nose, his hand, and then a foot. Ray was going to cut him in half, but James called him a zombie cunt. Ray didn't appreciate the label, so he responded by shoving his shotgun into James and pulling the trigger. Now, how I got away is an interesting story since, god damn it, look at the time, I've got to finish this typing, and you've gotten me distracted. Are you ready to work or not? Good. This next contract has some significant risks, but a hefty payday to match it. Your target is a gunslinger known simply as Jack. Our client hasn't given us much to work with, but it doesn't matter. Jack used to be the chief gunman for Het Gunderson, and managed the muscle in Gunderson's operations. When I said he managed the muscle, I mean he pretty much was the muscle. Jack intimidated countless landowners into selling their property. Along the way, Jack managed to rack up a significant body count. Over the years, he became more and more ruthless. Recently, Jack shot up a farmer and his wife, so Mr. Gunderson quickly cut all ties with his pistolero. Now, Jack is just another gun for hire. Without Gunderson to protect him, though, Jack is fair game. He's made plenty of enemies, and they all want to see him dead. Last I heard, he had drifted into Good Springs, hoping to get work with the locals. Jack is as fast as they come, so be ready, kid. Good luck.
Well, if it isn't the courier turned bounty hunter, I hear you're making quite a mark in the Mojave. I applaud you. Of course, I assume you're here for the bounty. Old man Gunderson's going soft, I'm afraid. He'd have nothing if it weren't for me and this pistol. And as for you, I think Randall and Associates are trash. In fact, every bounty hunter they've sent after me has been trash. And that pretty much makes you trash as well. Make your move, then.
Hey! Had enough?
Did you kill Jack yet? I'm a little surprised to see you unscathed. Good work. I've got a contract on a crazy fiend. You ready for another job? Alright, here's the story. The Westside militia has lost some personnel to a marauding fiend ringleader named Kurt Kil. He and his crew have been ambushing patrols and periodically taking captives. Reports indicate his favorite torture is gnawing on the intestines of living captives. Needless to say, he's a sick fuck. Bag this asshole and head back, okay? Good luck. Hey there. Did you take care of Kurt? Good work. You're bringing us a lot of business, so here's a bonus. The NCR needs help tracking down a defector. You ready to work? Good. Here's the story. Chuck Bowdrie, a senior NCR ranger, recently defected to Caesar's Legion. Before jumping ship, he killed 2 fellow Rangers while on patrol. Our client wants this guy terminated with extreme prejudice. We don't have many leads, but he's said to be on the run up north. I happen to know that several Rangers in Bowdrie's old troop used to crash at Field Shack close to Nellis. You might try there. Good luck.
There is no sign of the guy you are looking for, however multiple people are in your vicinity.
You're dumber than you look, kid. Did you really expect to get the drop on a seasoned ranger? Either way, I'm not here to talk. Close your eyes, kid. I'll make it quick.
Is Chuck dead? Good. I must admit, I harbor an acute loathing for traitors of any sort. So here's a bonus on me.
Watch out! Cut it out, will ya?
There's another bounty if you're here to work. How about it? It's hot and humid as fuck, and the mosquitoes will literally eat your ass alive. I grew up on a farm, herding Brahmin and other livestock. Some of the places are still irradiated, but it's mostly cleared up. The Gulf's a rough region, but people get by. It would take an act of God to tame that place. I doubt even Caesar and his crazies could manage it. Anyway, quit distracting me. Are you ready to work? Alright, the target is Billy Bogan, a recently escaped convict from the NCR Correctional Facility. He was on death row for the murder of an NCR Ranger, Captain Gunn. Young Billy was headed for the gallows, but now he's running free, much to the chagrin of the NCR. Seeing as to how they're stretched thin, the NCR's relying on you to see that Billy doesn't escape justice. Our informant said that Billy's formed a new gang composed of ex-cons, raiders, and various misfits, and apparently they're armed to the teeth. Billy and his gang are headed north, likely to raid in lawless regions. I'm betting they're camped outside the northern passage. Get up there and bag that punk. Good luck. Did you take care of Billy and his gang? You're kicking ass out there, kid. At this rate, I'm gonna be out of contract soon. But don't worry, there's plenty of work left. Come back when you're ready. There's a bounty in Westside. You ready to work? Yeah, I know about him. He's a fucking butcher and a petter ass. Some people don't believe he exists, but he's quite real. He's close to 7 feet tall and stronger than any man alive. I saw him rip a man's jawbone out and bludgeon him to death with it. I don't like to admit it, but I worked with him on one job. It's the worst mistake I made in the course of my career. I'm no stranger to killing, but that maniac actually enjoyed it. We were supposed to acquire a man who had fled to the NCR. Things went wrong. I was watching the door when the judge went inside to haul the target out, since we were supposed to get him alive. Soon after, I hear the shotgun go off and a kid screaming bloody murder, so I run inside. There was blood everywhere. He had shot the man and then scalped him before I could blink. He was just standing there, grinning. He turned and grabbed the target's child, little red-headed boy. That's when I shot him. I shouldn't say any more. Are you ready to work or not? I regret that I only wounded him. He never forgot either. When I saw him standing over that boy, knife in hand, I saw what I might have become. A fucking monster. At that point, I decided to start my own firm, even if it meant risking my neck. The judge had his own plans, of course. He started up Richter and Associates, where he's the primary shot caller. From what I hear, he might be moving to Vegas. If that's true, things are likely to get a lot bloodier here in the Mojave. Damn it, you got me distracted. Are you ready to work or not? Good. Before we delve into this bounty, I'm gonna give you a quick history lesson. Now, stop rolling your eyes, damn it. This relates to the job. I'll assume you're unfamiliar with the regulators. In the eastern U.S., regulators are idealistic vigilantes, hell-bent on killing bad guys. However, in the core region, regulators are a very different breed. They're basically thugs who force businesses to pay protection money. They're authoritarian gangsters, really. This relates to your bounty because the target is a Western regulator by the name of Dallas Courtright. Recently, Dallas drifted into Westside and appointed himself sheriff and de facto dictator. He's taxing commerce and breaking heads left and right. In light of this, a collection of concerned citizens has contracted us to convince Sheriff Courtright to leave by any means necessary. This is an unusual contract in that you don't have to kill or capture the target. Just convince him that leaving is in his best interests. If he's a stubborn ass and you have to let the lead do the talking, so be it. Just get him out of Westside. Good luck.
What can I do for you, citizen? Kiss my ass. I'm not going anywhere. You again, eh? I ain't leaving. Better. That's.
The note says that Randall and Associates is finished. Your employer is dead, and someone will be with you shortly. It is signed by someone named the Judge.
You found the note. Good. Do you know why I'm here? I buried him in the desert. I'm here to give you an offer. You stand to gain everything. You know what has to happen then. You should have taken the offer. Aren't you going to bed?
Over here!
Dear KnightRaven, if you're reading this, then I am probably dead or kidnapped. I haven't been forthright about recent developments in the business because I never wanted to get you mixed up in my bullshit. Nonetheless, here we are. You're probably wondering who the fuck would kill me, and to be honest, I can only speculate. However, I will offer the prognostication for my untimely demise. Recently, Randall and Associates has been cutting into the market share of Richter and Associates. They are a bounty hunting firm with a penchant for brutality. They are headed by a shadowy figure known simply as the Judge. I don't know much about the man, but I am willing to bet he is the person who had me knocked off. Anyway, if you are reading this, I want you to know you are the best goddamn bounty hunter I ever had the pleasure of working with, although I will never tell you as long as I am alive. I want you to take all the caps, but there is something else. There is a 44 revolver in the safe that I call Sweet Revenge. You're all I have left, kid, so take it and go kill the assholes who put me in the ground.
Go on in. The judge is expecting you.
Your arrival's well timed. Your restraint is noted. Most in your position would have swept into these chambers with little mind to dialogue. Titles are ultimately a trivial matter. What I can do, however, is more important. I represent an organization of like-minded individuals. We're beginning to assert ourselves across the carcass of North America. In time, we'll be in a position to establish control on a regional level. You've proven yourself capable. Despite your obdurate nature, I'm willing to extend an offer to join the organization. This is your only chance. Names you've never heard, from places you've never visited. Littlehorn, for example. Although, I think there is someone you have heard of. Marco. He's just a man. The most human sort, really. I believe he's a balancing force. Man is predatory by nature, and Marco exemplifies those qualities. Marco represents Homo sapiens in its purest form. He's on an endless journey, sowing strife at every opportunity. With that said, I heard rumors he was marauding through the Llano Estacado, but it's only speculation. Marco is just one man. I'm sensing that you're apathetic about my offer. Understand there is no turning back now. Not original, but succinct.